Hello everyone, Tymerover here, and welcome back to our new episode of our RimWorld Alpha 16 playthrough. Things are going pretty well. We decided last episode that our end game for this series is going to be a race between base 1 and their ability to build a ship versus Chris and Caskey's trek from base number 2, which is right here, all the way to here, and it's about 2 seasons, which would be about 30 days of walking time. So when they get going, which is going to be as soon as we can harvest this, or as soon as it's done, which we may be harvesting it sooner rather than later, to be perfectly honest, unless we build up a hothouse, which we could in theory do, just to get the most out of it. But I think we could harvest it now. Yeah, we could do that. I did send along some meds, so we already have some meds for them to take, and I'm not sure the yield this would give, but we are starting to experience a growth issue as far as temperature wise, so that's not good. I didn't notice that this episode, or last episode. What is it then? It's 12th of fall. Can't remember what the growing season is around here. We're actually going to be losing a lot of these things soon. In fact, I could probably check on that. Let's see. Terrain, planet, here. It was the same, so 1st of winter. So yeah, we're getting there. We're almost out of that we're almost into winter here. So, not sure if we're going to be able to make it. I could, again, box this up and throw a hothouse together real quick, but that's just... we're not going to do that. We're just going to let it grow as best it can before we lose the temperature fully. So we'll deal with that. So the next thing though is going to be getting a researcher, actually researching this stuff. Blitz, I need you to go research. We can throw down another constructor here. Hadley's got this. He's got the flooring. That's not a big deal. I need Blitz though researching, because here we're gonna have to build a ship, which, I mean, we have a decent amount of what would you call them, resources? That's it. And we're surrounded by some. I mean, we got steel all over the place, not in any sort of way, shape, or form. But what we don't really have is components, and we do have a ton of plasteel, plus we have this whole reserve right there, so that's going to be an issue, just mining it out. So I'm probably betting that Caskey and Chris will finish out before we can build the ship, just because it's going to take some time to gather the resources. But that being said, we still haven't been able to get them out of here yet, so that is something. Chris is actually, I put Chris on a bunch of digging, mining jobs here, and I want him to gather those components because I want to send those off to, why did you just put that in there and not, oh, probably because you don't have access to this area. That would probably be correct. Anywho, we're stopping harvesting in these fields. We're going to go ahead and take a look. 81%. Yeah, we're probably going to have to prematurely harvest this, but that's okay. Once it hits winter or we get a cold snap or something like that, I'm just going to force them to do that. Otherwise, things are going pretty smoothly. Everybody is doing something. We could use some issue like clothing here, which we don't really have much in terms of stuff. I mean, I got some deer hide. I could probably create something. production. I don't know if I have anybody that can really craft. I mean, Blackburn has some skill in it. They may need some stuff, so maybe put down a hand tailor bench. A workbench for tailoring clothes by hand works at 50% speed of an electric tailoring bench. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna just throw one of these down. Bad temperature. Yeah. Alright, well, tell you what, you guys need a campfire. Maybe a campfire in this area right here. And then I wonder if a torch would just be, well, see, torches are light. Well, let's throw down the torch. That should be fine. We'll put a torch in each of their room. They're going to be sleeping with light, which is not the greatest. So I can't forget to send the AI Persona Core too. What do we get? Psychoid leaves. Yeah, we're going to leave those out there and forbid them. Alright, so Robbles is our ostrich. This ostrich that has been wandering around the outside of our base has now finally joined the group. And you know what? Sure, why not? We have Chris here. He has his entourage of animals. Why not have an ostrich? I think that's just super. You still set up to handle? Go ahead and do that, and then you can get things. Let's restrict you to Animal Area 1. Perfect. I'm not sure if we need it, but let's go ahead and put down another sleeping spot. Pirate Merchant. Where at? Okay, must be over here. Oh wait. It's a ship. Hadley, go call the pirates, see what we can get. Pirates typically don't have good prices on stuff we kind of need right now. Penoxycycline, whatever that's called. Heart. Hey, guess what? Valentine, you're getting a heart. That is an excellent thing, and it's pretty cheap too. I'll take it. It saves me from having to get a heart from someone, which is just going to put everyone in a very bad mood, and I don't want to deal with. Otherwise, I think don't really need anything else, so that's that. Let's go ahead and hit OK. The only thing is, though, you may not get it just yet. Well, do we have any doctors here? I mean, Blitz is probably the only one. We got a 6 Tater. John is a 7. And Blackburn is our best doctor, but he is now missing an arm. Really, Ostrich? You come in, you eat the corn. Why'd you even eat the corn? You shouldn't have any corn in here. What? Cheney and Valentine, you guys are idle? Really? Well, that's not good. Let's do that. No, John has a 7 in crafting. That's not too shabby. Valentine, what can we get you to do? No tailoring. Growing. Ugh. Give you a low-level constructing job. Yeah, you really don't have anything to do you? We could have you do some art. I haven't had anybody do an art job in a while. Which apparently I have set up, just nobody has been assigned art. Why aren't you doing that? Interesting. Oh, you don't have the skill. That would be why. There we go. Go make me a sculpture, Valentine. And Cheney should be doing something, right? No, hollow marble, that's fine. Alright, what do we got here? What do we have? Limestone. Go ahead and bring that in. That should be fine. I'm happy about that. Alright, perfect. Parka. Let's go ahead and queue up one Parka. Not sure who's gonna do it, but someone may at some point do that. Alright, so we finally got the hops going here. We have a ton of hops in here. No, we're not. We have a ton of cycloid leaves. Holy crap. Add bill. No, make wart. Okay, we're not going to do that. Up here in the drug lab, we have a ton of medicines that need made, but no one really can make it except, I think, Blitz. No, Blitz, Blitz, you need to, before you craft, before you tailor, I want you to research. Cancel. And yeah, no, no using Devil Strand. Clear all. You can use leathers and you can use cloth to make that parka. That was back when we actually had a decent person. We had Russo, I think. She could craft. How's our animal training going on? Alright, Zorro, you have been upgraded to home area because you have been, Valentine succeeded in training you to haul. Alright, well, that's fine. I'm okay with that. We're no longer in a cold snap, which is good. Everybody's doing something. Caskey, you are in need of clothing. You're having. Why are you doing that? All right, let's see. What can we build or make here? Well, first off, what is tattering on you? T-shirt, hyperweave T-shirt, nonetheless. Go ahead and make me a T-shirt, somebody. Is anybody Taylor? Caskey? You are. What are you doing? You're making a T-shirt. Excellent. Hey, look, we got a sculpture. Valentine, what sculpture did you make? A normal sculpture. Art. This piece portrays an unstoppable comedian wearing a jacket. The whole image is depicted by the careful arrangement of hundreds of tiny mules, while the unbalanced structure of the image almost conflicts with its unoriginal style. Goodwill number 6. Excellent. Alright, so where do we want to put the normal sculpture? Any place? Could put it in the kitchen. Small sculpture in this area here. I'm trying to think of where would be a good place to put the sculpture. Don't really have anything in the crafting area. I'm thinking of uninstalling this and putting it in the infirmary. It's not going to really be that appreciated, is it? Not really. Maybe in the common room here? Sure, that's fine. Excellent. What are we making this out of? Stone blocks. Got marble. Alright, well, how much marble do we have? 150. I have enough for another sculpture? Yep, let's get one more. Use up our marble blocks. After that, I don't want to use granite, but we could probably use limestone. That should be good. Meanwhile, our research is going by at a snail's pace. Looks like Robbles is taking over researching, which I think you do have a burning passion for, so that should be learned pretty quickly. Alright, what did you make? Did you already put that on? A shoddy pigskin. Alrighty, well, that's fine. It's no longer, what do you call it? no longer in shambles or rotting away, so tattered apparel there. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, well, things are going pretty smoothly. Nothing too crazy yet. I'm trying to think of what we can still do. I want to get Blackburn back. Maybe it's time we just send him on his way. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have 30. Boy, this place is like crushing it on components. How's this going? 87, 14th of fall. It's getting a little cold. You know what? We're going to go ahead and do it. Harvest. Okay, we're going to be approaching winter and things are just going to be a little bad. Otherwise, we have a ton of food, have a ton of corn. So things are looking good. Caskey, no, we don't. I don't want you to do this. I want Blackburn to do it. All. Alright, Blackburn, go get your meal. There we go. They're in warmish. Geez, that is actually kind of hot, isn't it? Getting there. Can you come cut this? Please? Use those mad gardening skills. But no, you don't need to replant. 1, 1, 2. Well, any's good to offset. I mean, they're not going to last. Actually, they would be fine. Not really. Never mind, they were refrigerated, apparently. There we go. We're getting there. That's enough. We're good. Excellent. All right. Well, Blackburn, I think it's time for you to head on out. We can also go ahead and just cut all of these. We're not going to need it. What are you doing? Just get up all the corn, and then we'll pack you up with some components to send to our other base. In fact, we could probably just like get rid of a bunch of this stuff. I mean, we're essentially gonna abandon this base. Ancient danger. Eek. Good thing we're not gonna be going down there. Oh, see, there's so much resources. You know what? Let's go ahead and just queue up all these. I want to get all the components while we're here. Now, we don't need Blackburn for that, although, no, we do. Never mind, we do need him, because I'm going to send him along with all those resources. So, I may switch everybody to mine. Eclipse. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and turn that on. That way we're not draining too much power. Or we can keep our power running. Alright, Valentine's making a sculpture. Excellent. Blitz is back to researching, so we're going to hopefully burn through our research pretty quickly. I have to get all of this. Holy crap. Oh my goodness, I don't think we're not going to have time. Our travelers are going to definitely beat them. The only thing that would stop them is if we have to stop for any reason. You know, we're sick or someone just attacked us and our team, our 2 people are like hurt beyond traveling. But otherwise, I mean, the colony is running really smoothly, and we are... even though everybody is doing something, no one's idle really. I mean, there's always something for people to do. We now have a dog wandering around who, in theory, is going to be helping transport some things, which is nice. You are still... Ferris, you are going to be upgraded to home now. I'll see. Yeah, you're probably not happy about where you're at. So, you know what? Since we already have a plan for that, we can cut out the this stuff. Ooh, what was this? Ancient danger? I don't know where the ancient danger was. I'm wondering if this was ancient danger. That would be a very bad place to get it. Get hit by ancient danger, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. Maybe we'll check that out. But not in this episode because we're running down on time here. But yeah, I mean, the base is running pretty smoothly. Everybody's doing something. Our biggest hurdle right now, which is basically getting this technology. Once I can... Chris, can you haul this, please? Once I get all the components on this map sent off to our... And we're getting a lot. As soon as all the mining jobs are completed, we're going to send Blackburn back, and he's gonna be happy. Crow 2 and 3, like so. All right, Chris or Blackburn, I do want these things finished harvesting. We're not short on food. I'm gonna close that because I don't want them eating this. So yeah, when we're ready to leave, we're gonna basically gut everything. And heck, it may happen the exact same time. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So when we're ready to send them, Blackburn's gonna get into his pod. I'm gonna have them dismantle everything. Just completely dismantle everything and get the components and steel and so on and so forth. And then Blackburn's going to get into his little transport and take all the components and steel that he can carry back. Components first, then if there's any room left, we'll take some of the steel. Hello. You are a trader. Oh wait, we have a colony or colonist idol. Yep. Someone's doing that. I feel like we had... Yeah. Plasteel. Go ahead and turn that on. Janie, can you do this? Go ahead and work the deep drill here. That'll be fine. That should help give something to do for some people. I don't think we really need that so much. This is all steel, which is going to be hugely important. We must not have any place to put the steel. So, you know what? We gotta fix that. Because that's going to free up a ton of jobs right now. In fact, we're just going to do that. There. Now the haulers will get on hauling all the steel. Zones. Alright, it is a home zone up here. Go there. Perfect. Good stuff. Eclipse is ending. Alright, well, that does it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please think about hitting that like button. And if you want to see more content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we will see you next time, folks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.